so much for saving our time. The Honorable Paul Mwirigi, followed by Honorable Julius Meli. Then we go to the other side.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, for giving me this opportunity to contribute on this bill. On the onset, Mr. Speaker, I want to support this bill, the amendment of this constitution, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, the NGCDF has played a very critical role in this country as far as development, Mr. Speaker, are concerned within our constituencies. Mr. Speaker, through NGCDF, most of the improvement in our schools, in chiefs' camps, in police posts, and even, Mr. Speaker, paying school fees for our students, Mr. Speaker. So, this bill, Mr. Speaker, has helped a lot our constituent, and that's why we as the legislators must start with our 2 feet and fight for this fund, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I remember from the year 2017 when I was elected in this House, I tried to utilize this fund, and this is what made me to be re-elected again, Mr. Speaker. So, Mr. Speaker, the ones who are criticizing this fund, maybe it is because of lack of awareness, but it is good for them to move across our constituencies and check the development which has been done by NGCDF. Mr. Speaker, also as members, we must support this fund to be increased to 5% so that we can have enough fund which can facilitate us to improve the status of our constituencies. Mr. Speaker, I know even some counties or the counties, Mr. Speaker, are against this fund. This is because of the impact which are made by this fund across the constituencies, and they are feeling, Mr. Speaker, as if this fund is doing more than what they are doing. So that's why most of these leaders or some people from these counties are collaborating to fight this fund. So, Mr. Speaker, when this fund will be anchored in the Constitution, we will not get these difficulties from people trying to take us to court now and then, because it will be a Constitution thing, Mr. Speaker. Also, Mr. Speaker, I will support the entrenchment of GAV in the Constitution, because, Mr. Speaker, the women representatives from the counties, they normally, Mr. Speaker, give their manifestos when they are seeking to be elected to this House, and it is good, Mr. Speaker, as the representatives of the people, to be given fund, Mr. Speaker, which will facilitate them to do some development within their counties where they are coming from. The oversight fund also, Mr. Speaker, for the Senate, also is a good fund. Remember, from the time we passed, or from the time we gave the new constitution, Mr. Speaker, that is in the year 2010, August 27th, Mr. Speaker, when this constitution was promulgated, the Senate, Mr. Speaker, was given nothing. And they normally come there and legislate and represent the counties, Mr. Speaker. So this is the right time when the senators are facilitated with the oversight funds, so that when maybe when the county makes, Mr. Speaker, they can be or they can account for, because most of the time they lament that what is happening in their counties, they are not aware because they are not facilitated. But when they are given, or when they will be given this fund, Mr. Speaker, they will be able to move around and inspect how the counties are doing their work, Mr. Speaker. So this piece of legislation is a good one. And I congratulate Mr. Speaker, Honorable Stephen and Honorable Githinji for bringing this bill. So, Mr. Speaker, with those few remarks, I beg to support. Thank you.
Thank you.